Lawrence may well have to make those 2 runs stick the way Pep Harris is pitching.
Well, he's either getting the outs or giving up a hard base hit. The Raiders, I think they feel a little more comfortable with Harris tonight. They're at least getting better cuts. They're up there to swing the bats tonight, and that's good news for Coach Ed Prescott, even though he does have the 6 strikeouts.
Mark Lambert on the mound. He's allowed 1 hit so far. That being a single to who else? Pep Harris.
And Robbie Reed, B.J. Johnson, and back to the top of the order with Aaron Curitan here to lead off the 3rd inning.
Mark with only 2 strikeouts. 6, as we said, for Pep Harris, but I'm sure Mark would just as soon have fewer strikeouts and the gold medal.
Yeah, Lancaster going to lead off with Robbie Reed here. Reed's been a little bit of a pleasant surprise for them so far in the series. He's 2 for 4. Catcher, you don't usually look for your catcher to be that great a hitter, but he certainly made a contribution here at the bottom part of the order for the Bruins.
Reed steps into the plate as we go here in the top of the 3rd. Lawrence up 2-0. Lambert to the wind, the delivery. Called strike. No, ball. I thought that looked pretty good.
Looked like he caught the outside part of the plate on that one, but we don't get paid to question the calls. Well, yes, we do.
1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses outside again, 2-0. Lambert got in trouble the other night with a couple of things he doesn't usually do. A walk helped to get him in trouble, and he hit 2 batters.
That's very uncharacteristic for Mark, and I think the frustration got to him a little bit. I think the 2 rain delays we had got to him. It was very wet out there, and they didn't change baseballs that much, so I think the moisture really bothered him.
Ball 3. Nope, that's a strike inside. Just got away from Satterwhite, and it'll be 2-1. Again, an overflow crowd here in Lawrence tonight for the state championship baseball game. And if things stay as they are, which is doubtful because we still have a long way to go, the Raiders would win it. But still a lot to get done here tonight. We play 7. We're only in the 3rd. Ball high. 3-1 now the count to Robbie Reed. Reed now settles back in. Lambert with a 3-1 situation. Winds and fires. Hit hard out into right center field. Peterson coming over. He'll scoop it up. And we have 1 on with nobody out. And for the 2nd straight inning, Lambert gives up a leadoff single.
Well, that's the situation that gets Mark Lambert in trouble. He fell behind 3-1. Really, in that situation, 95% of the time, he comes with the fastball. Robbie Reed was sitting on it and just lined a solid single out into center field.
Rosencrans on to run for Reed at first. And that'll bring up B.J. Johnson, the designated hitter. And again, he hits in the place of Richie Ballard, their first baseman, who looks like he could knock it out of here with not much effort, but obviously not. That one's hit hard, right in the same place out into right center. This one could skip all the way to the wall, and it will. Peterson trying to run it down. They're going to wave Rosencrans around 3rd. Here comes the throw into 3rd, and Rosencrans will score, and it's a 2-1 ball game. So the lead cut in half, and a runner down at 2nd, Steve, with still nobody out, and back to the top of the order.
Well, that was almost the same pitch that Robbie Reed lined out really to the same spot in right center field there the previous at-bat. B.J. Johnson sitting, waiting on the fastball, and the designated hitter crushed that ball, and it rolled all the way out to the fence. Charles Peterson really did a good job to pick up that ball in a hurry. His throw was a little off the mark, though. Jerome Reed had to pick it up, and they had no chance to get Rosencrans at the plate.
Curitan, the batter, in there, and it's a called strike. 0-1. Lawrence 2 now. Lancaster 1 in the 3rd. Curitan at the plate with an 0-1 count. Lambert winds, fires. Ball inside. 1-1. B.J. Johnson trying to hop around a little bit at 2nd. When Lambert glances back, he'll hop around a little bit, trying to stir up that concentration. 1-1 the count. Mark shakes off a sign from Satterwhite. Now he's ready, glances back at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Jammed him inside, Steve, and that also the book on Curitin.
Well, Curitin waiting on the fastball on that. He thought Mark was going to throw it one more time, and Mark switched him up a little bit with the off-speed pitch.
1-2 the count on Aaron Curitin. Nobody out, a runner at second here in the third. Lawrence lead 2-1. Swing and a miss by Curitin. He got him. Third strikeout for Mark Lambert. And that'll bring up John Barnes.
The parents of Stacy LaRoche, please report to the press box.
Lawrence leads this one 2-1. And B.J. Johnson down at second here for Lancaster with one out. A tying run in scoring position in the third. Barnes up to the plate. Lambert to the wind. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Barnes fouls it out of play. It'll be 0-1. He reached for a bad one that time, Steve.
Well, he really did. Barnes, as we mentioned earlier, carrying the hot bat for Lancaster so far. He's now 5 for 9 in the playoffs after grounding out to Brian Mann back in the first inning.
0-1 the count. Lambert ready to go. Glances back at second. Here's the delivery. Little foul tip there. 0-2 the count. You can hear that one dink off that aluminum.
Well, this is a situation where Mark really gets tough. He knows he's given up a run that really was no fault of anyone other than himself. Mark now, he came back and strike out Curitin for the second time in this ball game, and he's really bearing down mentally against John Barnes.
0-2 pitch high, 1-2. Ed Prescott used a term you hear Tommy Lasorda used to characterize Oral Hershiser after that Union game that clinched the Upper State Championship. He called him a bulldog.
Well, that, of course, is Oral Hershiser's nickname, and I tell you what, if anybody lives up to that nickname, it's Mark Lambert. He is just so tough mentally.
Ground ball right back up the middle. Mann grabs it, throws to first, got him 2 away. The runner moves over to third. And the tying run just 90 feet now away with 2 down. And that'll bring up Mark Anthony. Good play by Brian Mann. Those were the types of plays, Steve, that got away from Lawrence Monday night.
Yeah, after a while, you almost felt like the throw was going to sail a little bit, or it was going to be down in the dirt, and Reed Edwards was really going to have a hard time with it. Brian Mann and the other Raider infielders really look a lot more comfortable out there tonight.
That one high and inside on Mark Anthony. 1-0. Don't know if that was a message from Mark Lambert or just one that got away.
Well, you have to feel like he sent a little message there. Anthony had a big triple Monday night in game 1 and a RBI, 2 RBIs, so
that one, little blooper, could be trouble, and it is. Throw to first. Got him. Does the run score? Does it count? No. No, the run does not count. They got him, and the side is retired. He touched that plate just about the same time the play was made at first. But we have the third out. Lancaster cuts the lead in half after 2.5. It is 2-1. Lawrence over Lancaster. Will be back in 60 seconds.